Oh, yes. Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online. This is episode 285 with Roselore Serafina. I was wondering what we were going to be doing this episode, but it looks very much to me like my Bowmaster Bard is not going to teach me anything else until I reach the next level. And it's not level 35. We've just done that one. Let's have a little reminder about what level he would like. A Bard's Eye View. Level 40. Right, level 40, the man says. Well, let me see. Our very, very favourite way. Oh, what is my thingammy? What's it? No, Control C. Okay, so we do have space for more elegant tomestones. All right, we don't have anything else to go up. The instruments of our deliverance radio. 45, the man says. What is that? That is a big bad plant, right? Big and bad plant. We'll murder that later. I am having trouble with the whole ranged concept because I've been playing melee DPS up until now. So now I've got to step back and actually play ranged. I swear, those things are camera bombing. No, just that one thing is camera bombing. Right, so our favourite way of gaining levels is going into Dungeon Finder. Let's see if anyone is around. We're just going to go into our leveling dungeon. We're going to join that. Our next favourite way is to go have a look at some fates. Let's or to go and do some more Allied Society quests. So on our map, I have no, not that fate. Yeah, that is a difficult fate. This one's a not so difficult fate. Let's go and kick some Kedtraps. Where are they? I know they're just around the corner. So that there's a photobombing Kedtrap over here, but then there's these special Kedtraps that require murdering. We shall murder a few of those, and I'll get my head back around what my capabilities are. I know I can't remember. It's all good. We're gonna have a shooting duel with a Kedtrap or two. All right, I definitely need to get my gear up. I think. What do you mean? I'm gonna have to move? That's just rude. All right, fine. I'm an archer. We're not supposed to move around. Well, we are supposed to move around. We're just not supposed to, go toe to toe with these things. All right, let's go. I'll stop whining one day, just not today, okay? Just get over it. I know. Our job is to murder these things as fast as possible. You sick him, Fluffy. I need a tank right now. Hi, welcome to the woods. Have an arrow to face. Oh, what was that about? That's right. The number 6 is a man. I was even learning their names, wasn't I? That'll do. We'll shoot that one. Oh, he's a little close, isn't he? Heavy, venomous bite, heavy shot. So that's no, that's bloodletter. Okay, radio. Bloodletter. That'll do. Bloodletter on that one. Venomous bite on that one. Heavy shot on that one. And heavy shot again. Heavy shot again. What's this one again? Straight shot. It's straight to the heart. And you're to blame. You blame. Bad. Anyway. 2. I'll stop eventually. How are we doing? We're nearly done with this one. Let's finish it up here. What? Yes. Wait. Alright, who's sticking around and is still mad at me? No, you spat your last seed bomb and then ran away. Thank you so much. Well, we did that fate without eating anything. Let's, Alright, look, that's flatbread. Tenacity, vitality, and direct hit rate. Tenacity is more a tank thing, I think, but that's okay. We can eat the bread. So if you go down to here to find out what is tenacity, affects the amount of physical and magic damage dealt and received, as well as hit points restored. The higher the value, the more damage dealt, the more hit point restored, and the less damage taken. Only applicable when the roll is tank. So if you want tenacity, be a tank. Sorry, if you are a tank, you want tenacity on your board. All right. Well, we're almost at the end of level 35 for that. From that, we're in Duty Finder. I'm pretty sure I can't beat the Hive one with this. It's because there's a lot of in-your-face melee combat, and you might be good with a bow and running around, but eventually the numbers will get you. Is my experience with it so far. So we're going to leave that. We could do some Leves. We haven't done our Leve plates yet for our challenge log. Our challenge log has 35. Oh, it changes on the 23rd. So 35 hours and 50 minutes remaining. We haven't done any Leve quests. Why don't we try and do some Leve quests? They're not a bad way to level up. Let's do some Battlecraft Leves with this guy. So we'll accept. They're a little bit below our level, but I don't think we've done them yet. And really, the thing we're chasing by doing Leves, even when they're below our level, is the extra 15,500 here and here that we'll get for doing 5 and then 20. Rightio, well, what's out this way? So doing Leves, we've clicked on them, we've got them up, they've actually come into the main area. This one is the root of the problem. Report to South Shroud, go to J for Journal, go down to your Leve quest section, find South Shroud, the root of the problem. A pack of normally placid antelopes has grown frenzied and begun attacking botanists participating in the Great Loam Groweries reforestation project. After inspecting the carcass of one of the beastkin, it is believed the animals must have eaten the leaves of the blackroot rose, known to cause horrible visions and induce extreme fits of violence. In their current state, the animals are a threat to the botanists, the forest, and themselves, and so to prevent any further incidents, it has been decided that the antelope must be put down. Our guild is searching for adventurers willing to carry out this grim task. Very well. Let us carry out the grim task. I don't think that antelope likes me, and the feeling is mutual. Now, this is a level 25 Leve, and we are level 35, so we are going to have a little bit of an easier time of it. I need to find 3 foraging does and 2 poisonous fly traps. And if I look at my mini-map, I can see that I need to travel this way. So we're looking for things with squares on them. That one's called for help, so it could be in trouble. Has a friend. It's murdered a friend as well. They're not close enough for multi-attacks to be useful. I should be having my raging strikes on so that I can do more damage. Let's go for that. That doe is going to have a chunk out of me, but it's not going to shoot me from a distance, which is what that poisonous fly trap is going to do. Heavy shot on the doe. Sorry, that was bloodletting. Alright, this duty is complete. Now, the game will happily whisk us away to the Leve Met, but we still have more duties out here, so let's stay. Killing beasts softly. Let's have a look at what that one is. Killing beasts softly. Calamity is far behind us, yet poor souls seeking succor continue to arrive in Quarrymill with each turn of the sun. To see to it that their passage through the lands is free of danger, the hamlet seeks adventurers willing to patrol the surrounding wood and clear it of any creatures who may pose a threat to the refugees. Alright, so we're now in the adventure. We've made sure we're in the right circle, and now we're going to hit initiate, and away we go. Okay, yeah, we will have an experience point penalty on the Leve quest. That's fine. Alright, you'll now see that there are little circles, and what we're looking for are these. Destinations. You sense an unsettling presence. And another unsettling presence. Now those unsettling presences will come and chase me. Right. I just can't be bothered fighting them one at a time. Although I probably should have been bothered fighting them one at a time. Right, now the only problem with doing it this way too is if I'm doing in the middle of something when that thing pops, although it says 18 minutes, so people are clearly very busy at this time of year. And so I'm not sure we're going to get a run at all, which is not a bad thing, really. I will grab that because it will vanish as soon as we're done. We'll just toddle over this way and drag these things down. We'll get a... Fluffy, you abandoned me! Get your fluffy tail back into the battle, boy. And that thing is spitting at me. Rude. I do not require a spit wad to the back of the head. Or the front of the head. Actually, I don't require a spit wad at all. Okay. Right. Locations have been visited. We don't wish to return to the left next. We're standing in another puddle of green. What's yours is mine. Report to South Shroud. Right, J for journal. Find what's yours is mine. Emboldened by a handful of successful forays into outlying areas of the Twelveswood, a ragtag band of poachers known as the Curl Claws has now begun raiding the central parts of the forest, slaying wildlife protected by Stillglade Fane edicts. The wood whalers are seeking volunteers to hunt down these villains and retrieve the ill-gotten trophies by any means necessary. Okay, let's go. Alright, what am I doing? I'm finding poached pelts. You cheeky beggar. I'm not that busy. Have some of that and some of this. And what does that do? That's damage over time. I like that thing. Oh, except I don't get to use it. Right, we've done that. Look for the smaller circles. If you're on the bigger map, you'll see we've got some middle circles. These are where this particular thing is wanting us to go to find our targets. So we found 4 pelts. Oh no! Have some damage over time. Have some of this. Have some of that. Fluffy can deal with you. And we'll deal with you. Before I take out these next set of poachers we can see off to this part of the screen here, I'm going to just go grab that treasure chest. Because otherwise I won't get to grab the treasure chest. Wait. An alpine stag. Basically, if you see something like this, it's either a mega target that you're supposed to attack, and it'll give you extra points. It's Raging Strike, Heavy Strike, Bleeding Thingamy What's It, Venomous Strike, and then over to here we'll go Heavy Strike, Venomous Strike, someone is attacking me, Heavy Strike, don't stand, oh, rightio, and we now have poached pelts. We're not returning because we're right on the edge of our next bit of green. This bit of green wants us to, we'll just go to the top of the rise here. No leaves left behind. This one. For generations, Hamlet healers have applied the sticky leaves of various land-trapped creatures to burns and cuts to help quicken their mending. Unfortunately, ever more frequent confrontations with neighbouring beast tribes have seen demand in the leaves overtake supply. To see that those injured are not left to suffer, good coin will be paid for freshly harvested specimens. Right, let's go. Freshly harvested. Oh right, poisonous fly traps again. I don't know what these healers are doing to make good stuff out of bad stuff, but they seem to do it well. Let's go grab that one. Now I have 2 of them to contend with. Fluffy, go deal with that nasty, nasty plant. Let me just put a little bit of wind on that one as well. Oh, right, the other one's down. And 4. Got some sticky, sticky leaves. I saw one over here too. Oh, right, hello, you're a little close. Alright, I think I just have one more to go. And again. That should be it. No, I did not get a sticky leaf off that. Right, well, let's move ourselves. and deal with it. I know one of these nasty beasties has a sticky leaf on it that I want. What is that? The Warden's Pay and removes... Oh. No, we're not returning. Oh, wait. Maybe I should have returned that time. Definitely should have returned that time. All right. Let's just jump on the pony. Or whatever we conjure. And away we go. We're going to start up in this top corner and work our way around. Ouch. Maybe don't land in the middle of the bad guys. There you go. Alright, here we are. Middle of the circle. Necrologos. Olidious Separation. This one here. Initiate. Okay. Confirm. Well, seeing as it's right there and I'm right here, it's a match made in the proverbial heavens. Me and my bow. What does 8 do? 8 or... Oh. Never mind. Right, now we're looking for little squares. And small circles inside the massive big circles. I see a parchment over there. Now some of these you pick up your parchments off the creatures you slay. And in others you have to pick the parchments up off the ground. Particularly in the later ones. And the creatures you slay are merely there because they don't want you to have those pieces of paper. Alright, so I'm just going to go back to the area. No, oh yeah, because the circle's still up, which means I've missed a piece of parchment. There it is. Alright, so in the case where you're not getting the parchment off the critters, as you will in later scenarios, you need to pick up the parchment off the ground, and once you have the parchment from that little circle, the circle will disappear. It can be confusing, but it's once you get your head around it, it's not that confusing. Alright, we have 2 bits of parchment here. This one here. I'm not sure it's the parchment we're looking for, but that's okay. 2 out of 5. Go over to here. Alright, look for the next small piece of parchment. I think I'm going to have to go across the bridge. Yeah. That's exactly it. Now the problem with these guardian critters is they often don't let you wander around picking up bits of parchment like, you know, like flowers. No, this one's, it's going to get snotty I think in a minute. Maybe. I probably don't want to do this because I think I might be fighting both of them. Let's back up a little bit so we don't... Whoa! Hello, pretty! What are you doing? Right, he goes, and the poisonous fly trap should also go. This time we really don't want to go back to the Leve It. We want to, whatever this is, whatever that is, revisiting Raimdelle. You'll notice we've done all of these, so it might be time to go J for journal. The ones we haven't done, I'm going to tick a little box so that they go to the top, so they're easy to find. Just the 3 of them. Rightio. We're standing in the middle of revisiting Raimdelle. A group of naturalists has petitioned the Trappers League to allow several tests on the local antelope population. The group's goal? To create an updated version of the Raimdelle Codex, revisited for the new era. The naturalists have insisted that the samples be brought to them alive, and therefore the League is seeking adventurers skilled in the art of animal pacification to accept this task. Alright, so... objectives. Whoops. Okay, weaken the target, then pacify it. So we're going to weaken and pacify using the soother mode. Radio. So first we have to irritate it. Now this is where we have to be pretty careful with its health. I'm going to let Fluffy... Yep. Then you have to pacify it. Oops. I typoed it. That's okay. What? Duty failed. That's the first time that they haven't respawned. Let's re-challenge the Leve quest. Alright, no more typos. Oh my goodness. Yep, Okay, revisiting Raimdelle. Retry. It will cost me a Leve thing to do this. Initiate. Okay. Confirm. Get rid of my map. Oh, wow, they've made it. This is harder. Don't typo it. I'm going to hit it again. Type in soothe. Hit soothe. Boom. You've got to be that quick. Because if your companion is out kicking the daylights out of it, you're going to have trouble. Let's hit this one with a 2 and a 1. I don't know where Fluffy is. Soothe. Okay. Yeah, and also don't forget that your character... Oh, Fluffy's kicking the tar out of that one. Excellent. Good Fluffy. Because they're now invincible as well, so that's nice. Let's go find a foraging stag. We've got those two. We're looking for stags. Alright, so I'm on my own. I have to remember not to mess it up. I'll just let her do auto attacks. Because if you go too early, the thing becomes enraged, and then of course you will also fail. We go 2 on this one. Hit it with that one. And 1. And 1. Yes. Okay. We're not returning to Quarrymill. We've got 2 more to go. So, alright, that was unusual. Normally, if you kill your target that you meant to soothe, it doesn't matter. Another one respawns. That is the first time I've done this kind of quest. Where the where it's died and you failed straight away. That's that was unique. Alright, up the creek. Report to South Shroud we have. What's this one about? I, like any other warm-blooded man, enjoy the little things in life. A sweet-smelling lass on me lap, an occasional toss of the bones, and a long pull from a bottle of home-brewed grog. Unfortunately, me old bag does not share in that enjoyment, which is why I've been temporarily forbidden from leaving me stead. Now I can survive without the thighs or dice, but night without me drip, and I'm sure is dead. Luckily, I keep a bottle or 5 of me brew hidden nearby, and I'd be more than willing to bestow a share of me gambling winnings upon any kind soul who'd be kind enough to fetch the bottles and deliver them to me door, discreet like. Right. Help the lecherous drunk get his beer. Gotcha. Whoa. Well, that's got to go, because I don't think that one's going to let me anywhere near the nice man's beer. Oh, no you don't, Big Froggy. I have not been for... Hello, where did you come from, you evil little monster? Goodness me. Murder that thing. Right, let's go grab the homebrew. Now, I've got to deliver it where? Oh, no, I've got to find 5 of them. Oh, dear. Well, okay then. Okay, so there were 2 bottles of homebrew really close together with their guardians. I get you. Oh, dear. That one's got an extra guardian we didn't want to see. Alrighty. Venomous Bite. More bloodletter. Not that water sprites have blood, but hey, I'm sure water can substitute. Okay, wait. I know, I just caught this flash of... Anyway, we'll grab this homebrew. Oh, now I'm fighting 2 of them. I probably didn't think that through very well. Bloodletter. And poisonous thingy, what's it? Wait, which one of you am I killing? It's a trance toad. I do not wish to be in a trance because you're going to eat me if I am, and that is not fun. Let me go this way. I know, this whole running away thing that you can do and still shoot stuff is quite good. Now, I would like the treasure coffer. Thank you very much. Right. Two bottles of homebrew. 1 and 2. Ha ha ha. Alright, we're not going back. I'm not sure if that's the Leve Met. We might fly though. I know there's a Woodwhaler Lance who probably wants some help, and we will help him eventually, maybe if we're lucky. I've just got to go over here, and we'll just jump off the pony. We are now in More Than Meets the Eye. 2 murderous imps, captured by a brave band of adventurers and handed over to the Woodwhalers for imprisonment, have escaped their chains and somehow stolen from the city. There have been sightings of the Void Scent near Quarrymill, and the Holt Watch has already dispatched several units to subdue the fiends. Normally, imps are clever creatures, hiding themselves behind magic glamours, choosing to take up the guise of harmless animals such as galagos or sheep. These ones, however, have chosen to take on the form of curl-claw poachers, making them relatively easy targets for the men and women already hunting the band of thieves. Any assistance in recapturing the otherworldly escapees is appreciated and will be well rewarded. Well, alright, Balin, the Keen, let's go find your nasty critters. I know. We're going to use straight shot on that one. Then we'll use heavy shot. Then we'll use raging strikes. And oh, dead. Okay. Use a large pollen cluster to reveal the target's true nature. Right. Okay. So I was just wondering if I had to go after the red belly poachers, or if we're good. Fluffy, can you finish that thing off? Good man. Radio. So I have some pollen clusters now. Let's target with the left, and she will hopefully ignore me. Rude. You got to wait for them to stop, clearly. And drop a pollen cluster on her head. Hopefully she's not allergic. Oh well, that one's allergic. Use that. Damage over time. I've got to get into the habit of using that more often, so we're going to just start with it every time. Alright. 1 imp down. Now, do I have another pollen cluster? Yes, I picked up 3 each time I killed one of those. Alright. Oops, we're out of the search zone. Alright, so we don't need to murder that poor little poisonous leaf bleed again. What we're here for is this person. We actually have to get up close, drop pollen cluster on her head, because I mean no one's going to object to that, right? Has no effect on the curl claw hunter. Radio. And she's clearly not mad at me over it. Maybe she likes flowers. Drop this one. And 3. Boom. Now that is all of our Leves done. So this time we are going to go back to the Leve It at Quarrymill, even though Quarrymill is right next door. Let's see how we went. There's work to be had if you're interested, my friend. I am interested. Your performance was noted by the local Leve Watchers. I shall prepare your reward accordingly. Okay. More Than Meets the Eye. 1632. And he says the same thing again. So grab that. Now I think if I wasn't quite so high a level, I would have actually earned a little bit more, but it's not going to matter because we are still earning a substantial enough amount without dying. Just Leve It to me complete. We've earned another 16,500 XP. So that's pretty good. Do not fret, the bounty on the beast is yours. That was the big stag that we killed. Alrighty, let's just go through it again. Because this way I don't have to travel back. So that's another... How many are we doing in one go? Well, let's have a look. Wow, the time has gone up to 27 minutes average wait time, and I'm on roll waiting list number 2. Sigh. Alright, what am I doing? Checking how many of these Leve quests are in my journal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this will be 16, and for our challenge log, we need to do 20. So, yeah, let's go. So I'll need to pick up another 4 once we're done. So basically, the value of doing Lev quests when you're a little bit higher level is A, you know you'll be able to complete them. B, you know you're going to be able to enter a dungeon if you're queued for one without actually being dead. Because at that point the dungeon finder will remove you from the roster. And 3, you've got a fair chance of completing them. Although, I mean, the way this is going, we've got every chance in the world of completing them. Let's go. So J for journal. We're doing Refugee Raw. Rightio. Now the nice thing about the 20 is we don't have to have 20 different Lev plates. We just have to do 20, whereas the first one is 5 different Lev plates. Okay, back down here. Pardon me. Refugee Raw. 5 summers have passed since the calamity, and yet poor souls seeking succor continue to arrive at Quarrymill with each turn of the sun. Though our humble hamlet no longer has the room to provide for these refugees with shelter, we feel that it is at least important to supply them with whatever provisions we can before seeing them back on their journeys. To see our storehouses remain stocked with food, we're petitioning the service of adventurers to hunt the nearby wood for raw antelope meat, which we will then smoke and jerk. Let's go. And we'll do Raging Strikes, do another Heavy Shot. We'll do Venomous Bite. Go to the next target. We'll do Bloodletter, Venomous Bite, whatever that one was, what's it called again? Wind Bite and Heavy Strike. And we'll grab this one. We'll go Straight Shot, Bloodletter, Heavy Shot, Wind Strike, and whatever she's using there to finish it off. Alright, so I need Antelope Loins. Whoops. Okay, that circle did evaporate. So I can't just get it off the normal antelopes, I have to actually get it off the foraging antelopes. That's a foraging antelope over there, down to 3. And then the one that was moving is also foraging, so we use Straight Shot, Heavy Shot, and Heavy Shot. Or we can just get Fluffy to kick it, that'll work. Alright. Heavy Shot, Wind Bite, Bloodletter, Venomous, and Fluffy beans it. Alright, that's that one. We're not returning to Levnet. No. And we are commencing our duty roulette. So the Levs also give us a bit of a chance to, if you haven't played for a day or so, they give you a bit of a chance to get back to your thing. Let's go from the novice network into party, and we'll go high. And who's my tank? Okay, Yoko. Let's go. Wow, that's the first time I've ever had a tank in pink. Alright, looks like I need to do some multi-shots and do some 6. Retarget, go 5. Okay, so I have my 5 and my 6. So we're going to just keep going with that. Get out of there. I've got no excuse to make the healer's life hard today. Single shot. Straight shot. Okay. Alright, these guys have got the key, so we won't have to run over there with them. Let them take the lead. Ah, 2 little kitties running together. Looks like we are definitely back into doing the multi-attacks. Let's go Raging Strike. 5. 6. Hang on. Cannot use yet. Okay. Okay, it doesn't come up every time. That's what the problem is. Okay. What have we got? We've actually got a crap nugget. Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to work out what my fellow DPS was. Let's just start using a few of these. Okay, no, let's not bother. Alright, we're going to wait for the key and the tank. Okay. Alright, I've just got to remember. Get back out of there. I've got to remember that that 6 doesn't always go off, the wide volley. At the moment I'm using Quick Knock, and Quick Knock will give me wide volley, but wide volley doesn't always come up. Right. Alright. Wait for my tank. Now I don't have to get in close to this lady, but let's give the tank a little bit of... I don't know if any of that will help our tank, but oh well, she doesn't like it. I'll stay away from the healer just so that they don't have to worry about dodging. Let's use a little bit of dot, damage over time, bloodletter, venomous bite. Okay, I don't need to move. The dot is still on, so I don't need to worry about doing that. We can hit it with something heavier. Venomous bite. Oh no, the dot's not still on. Rightio, now the dot's back on. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, no, the dot is still on. Hey, I've got 2 damage over times on. That's nice. Okay. So this is a class I don't actually play a lot of. So this is my learning curve when it comes to this class in particular. Yes, we've leveled. Let's grab the chest and then we go back the other way. Do I need that? No. Do I need that? Yes. So I'm going to cast pass on this one and I'm going to vote. Oh no, okay, I don't need it if I need to go green. Let's move ourselves. Alright, I'm going to grab whatever that tiny key is. I don't know if we need it, but we have it now if we need it. I know, I'm so slow. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, they've got to be in range. Raging strikes as well. It looks like I'm not doing anything. Maybe I wasn't in the right room. Oh no, I am doing something. Okay, that's good to know. I'm just not doing a lot all at once, which is annoying. Let's take this one out. Okay, let's take that one out then. And this one. Right, we got him. Jump into a run to catch up. Whoa, maybe I don't want to catch up that fast. That's right, I can fire on the run. This is something that I'm still getting used to, because when you play magic users, they can't always fire on the run. Again. I know, do I get sick of doing the same actions again? Well, it's just low level. You've just got to adapt. And you get to know these well, and then you've really got to learn when you get to the next one. Don't run away. Raging strikes again. Make sure you refresh that often. Retarget. I know this is less for your benefit, more for mine. In many ways, I've got to call it so that it settles in my head. Okay, the yellow key. Find my tank. Now, who does the tank want first? That one. Okay. Wow, that's so good. I love it when they're able to do that. I've got to learn how to do that when I'm tanking too, though. Which one am I hitting? Hang on. Let me just make sure I'm getting the right one. Otherwise, I'll be upsetting my tank no end. Mark, the steward or the jester? Jester. I was targeting the wrong one. I'm so sorry, guys. I know. At least I realised I was on the wrong target. With this fight, it's really important to target who the tank needs. So it's a bit shocking that I missed that. I mistargeted. Okay, keep the copper, grab the ethereal flow. Check the loot. Is there anything there that we need? So we'll pass on that, and we'll pass on that. Yeah, I'm really finding it hard to just stand back and do things. Like, I'm so used to jumping right in. Yeah, definitely got to wait for the healer. Let's get off the healer's side, just in case that thing decides to target me with something. That way the healer's not affected as well. Hit it with that. Hit it with heavy. I know, she's really aggro. Okay, attacking my fellow DPS, fine. Attacking the healer, not fine. I did look at the wrong minute. Thank you, healer. Yeah, I know. The dopey archer was looking at the nasty thing when it cast the paralyzing watching thingy. Oh man, clutch it up. Here we go. Yes, unable to receive all the company's seals. And thank you. I'm going to commend my tank. I should commend my healer for unfreezing me when she did. Check the loot box. I'm going to throw need on that and pass on the other two. And head on out. Oh, wow, I did get it. Thank you. Why did I get a player commendation? Normally you give them to the tanks and the healers, but okay, thanks guys. Unless they were in the same group, that can happen. Let's just very quickly grab this orchestrion roll. Alright, now I know that I don't need to cast my lot for it in anything else, and I can just let that particular just pass on everything in that particular one. Alright, where are we? Bard level 40 already. That did not take us long. Well, I guess... What time is it? We do not have time to queue up again for Duty Finder. We can go back to Jehantel, but what I will do first is we'll finish these Leves. I know, I thought I saw a sparkly. I had to go and investigate. Alrighty, we are activating up the creek. Hopefully I have a paddle. Let's find it in our list. Here it is, up the creek. I, like any other warm-blooded man, rightio. This is where we go collect bottles of booze. Let's take this thing out. Oh, no. There is no squitching the adventurer. Right. I know he was guarding the other bottle of homebrew. So there's one homebrew. And over here, there's a treasure coffer with an ethereal iron scutum. So you do get, if you're ever wondering why bother with Leves, apart from the fact that you, whoops, don't shoot, whatever that is, apart from the fact you're, you do get XP and stuff for it, you can occasionally get some nice gear. That one unfortunately doesn't belong to my class, so that's too bad. Take out the water sprite. So I should probably have put Raging Strikes on first. We grab the bottle of homebrew. That poor Lance is still looking for help. Hello, Mr. Toadlet. Oh my goodness, that is a big, big toad. That's not really a toadlet, is it? No. Okay. Okay, Fluffy, you just keep him busy for a minute. Go on, off you go. Go get him. I thought I said keep him busy. Man, bird. Alright, no, we don't want to go back to the Leve It. We have Necrologos, Olidious Separation. I believe we know what that one is. Let's go J, we'll just find it in here. We'll go initiate, we'll go OK, and confirm. We've got this. Alright, this is the one where we've got to get the parchment. So I might as well pick up the treasure coffer. We'll pick up the parchment. Is that thing about to bite me? I hope not. So there's actually no point in attacking the monsters if they're not going to drop parchment, is there? No, there is not. Rightio. Other way. I know. Yay for being dyslexic. Let's cross the bridge. Alright, where's my next little green circle? The opposite way to where I'm going. How can I be sure that's mine? Because it says so. Whoops, don't fall in there. Bird, I do not feel like running up to the bridge. There we go. She says, and goes on the wrong side anyway. Okay, hang on. Okay, no, we are going in the right direction. What is that? Wow! Alright, should be our last bit of parchment. I'm going to back up from this thing because if I remember rightly, it's big and blobby and unfriendly. I know, I'm sorry, Fluffy, you're going to have to peck that thing. It's a figgy pudding. Oh my goodness. Alright, let us report back to the Leve It, because I think all of the other things we want to do are actually on the other side of the, okay, most of them. Oh, you know what, let's just grab the bird and fly. Alright. I know, they make you work for your XP, that's what they do. Oh boy. Over here. And off the pony. What are we looking for? Rope a loop. Oh no. Ugh. I'm glad we're not in Duty Finder for this one. Rope a loop. Initiate. Okay. Confirm. Sigh. This is, we need to guide the antelope to here, okay? Which is, where is it? I gotta find the antelope first. There it is. Guide the thick fur doe. Which, hang on a minute, there's something else in here. What's that? That's my thick fur doe. And we need to go this way, round the edge. There it is. Curl Claw Hunter. Now I don't want it aiming anything where my doe is behind me, so we're just going to move. And we're going to just come back a little bit, target the doe, find my beckon emote. There it is. If you don't have that down there, you just type /beckon, BECKON, and it will work just as well. Alrighty, this way. So we'll just make sure this one comes away from our doe. Get him, Fluffy. Don't let him get away with that garbage. Grab the thick fur doe. Hit our beckon mode again. It's just quicker if I've got the beckon mode in the quick bar. Like I said, this is my least favourite. Their little tongue hanging out. Right, let's move these things over here. Fluffy, get them. Yeah, we're not done yet, bird. I'm firing through a gap in the trees, if you must know. What do you mean there's more, Fluffy? No, Fluffy, come back here. I'm pretty sure I didn't give you permission to vanish on me. Come on, doe. Troublemaker. Alright, a little bit this way. Just gonna grab this before she grabs our doe. Make up your mind. It's either valid or it's not in range. What's wrong with you, game? Come on, thick fur doe. Where are you? Come over here. Too far away? Try again. That's a good girl. What? Oh, I was going to say these guys don't have area attacks, but actually this one does. So we definitely want them turned away from the doe. So even if you're DPSing, you do get a little bit of practice at tanking. Now make sure we grab our doe, get her in here. Come on, doe. Keep an eye out for other squares appearing on the screen. Rightio, let's go. Uh-oh. Fluffy is generally very, very good about warning you. Just go this way. So you definitely don't want to be standing near the doe when they go to shoot things at you like that. Alright, so where is she? We're just here. Come on. You get too far away or she won't move towards you. What can you see, Fluff? Right, I see what you see. My bad. Wow. I know, I love... Oh, we got a safe? The minute she's safe, the poachers run away. That is so good. Alright, now we're going to return to the Leve It. And then we're going to go out the other gate. Toward the other two. Because they're not that far out. I wonder where he came from. Oh my gosh. That was so cute. Radio. I know, this game, the other players are so full of surprises. Nice ones, usually. What are we doing? We're going to find it. It's a trap. Right. The keepers of the moon who make Quarrymill their home have recently been troubled by curl-claw poachers who litter the areas with their deadly iron leg traps. 3 young women and a breeding male have already had to have their legs amputated after suffering wounds from these deadly hunting instruments. To ensure that the clan suffers no further casualties, the Trappers League has put a call out for local adventurers to assist in the search and disposal of hidden traps. Alright. It's a weird turn of phrase. I know, for some reason, the animals that we're trying to save don't appreciate us interfering with the leg traps. They get very hostile. How many do we need? 10. Alright, don't stick in them. I know it's one way to disable the trap, but really? Uh-oh. I don't think that doe is going to let me continue my work. She's thinking about it. Oh no, she's downright doing it. Leave me alone. I'm not hurting you. I'm not a poacher. I know, she's mad because she thinks I'm a poacher. That poacher's not going to let us do what we need to do either. Deal with them. What's 7? 7. Barrage. Allowing the use of straight shot and wide volley. Upon the selected, we'll strike 3 times. Oh wow. Okay, well, oops. I wonder where I put that, because that's quite a good little thing to have. But it's not one we use often. Where? Where, bird? I see it. Yep. But it's got to be the target that you're fighting with when you fire barrage. So when that one went away, we lost the opportunity to do that. Alright, there's one more. We missed one. There it is. Oh, well, there's a coffer as well. Cool. That's pretty good. Let's go. Alright, one more to go. Let's not return to the Leve It till we've got it done. Here we go. What is that? Bards. Oh, yes, our quest is now available. Excuse me. Alright, we are doing What's Yours is Mine. Emboldened by a handful of successful forays into outlying areas of the Twelveswood, a ragtag band of poachers known as the Curlclaws has now begun raiding central parts of the forest, slaying wildlife protected by Stillglade Fane edicts. Right, we're retrieving ill-gotten trophies. We did this one not very long ago and I forgot. Okay, let's go. And that one. Oh, there you are. I knew someone was shooting at me. Okay, so basically 7 lets me do straight shot 3 times, but of course not if you kill the target. Sigh, Fluffy. I know, I appreciate my bird so much, but there are days, my friends, days, when sometimes he gets a little bit too enthusiastic for my liking. Oh, we did it. Wow, Fluffy is stomping on the poacher. Well done, Fluffy. Poachers are bad. What's this one? Killing beasts softly. Okay, we need to initiate that and go through find the sparkles and then murder what comes out of it. We can do this. Into here. I should have evil beasts chasing me in a minute. I'm just trying to find all of there we go. We'll zip through here. It won't count it as done though until I know Jehantel's going to wonder what I'm doing, not obeying his summons. Right. Alright, you get it, Fluffy. So basically they will only count as us as having finished it once we've killed all the critters associated with each area. So it looks like this one over here did not chase me all the way, or I didn't kill it in time or something. There it is. Yeah, it ran back, that's what it did. Rightio. Now we've done all of our left quests that we have. We do need to do 4 more to finish the we need to do 4 more to finish the challenge log. There's work to be had, and actually I've come to get my reward, thank you. Alright. We got a bonus. And another bonus. And no bonus for that one, but that's okay. Right, we need 4 more. Let's do 4 more just to get it done. So we will accept these ones again. There's 2 Necrologos ones this time. Alright, let's go get them done. Because I want the extra... the 23,250 XP for that, and we're not quite up to the 10,000 gold. We may not get that by the time we finish, but we have been focused on other things. So, well, let's start over here. Right, this one is Refugee Raw, so we are hunting does meat, I believe. Report to the South Shroud. Antelope meat. Let's go. Right, splits itself into little bits. There it is. Right, Fluffy's got that one. Let's go find the next bit of meat. I know, it's like they have a sixth sense. They hear the creak of the bow and they're like, no way, Jose, you are not getting that arrow off. Raging strikes. I probably shouldn't be using a poisoned arrow on meat that we're going to have to actually feed people. Might not be my best ever idea. she says, using it. On the alternative, maybe it's just poisonous to antelope and not to humans. There. Oh, we did it. Alright, that's one. We're not returning because we're in the middle of another one. So Necrologos, the Beholders. Alright, what's that one about? While out in the forest, a hunter claims she witnessed what appeared to be a cultist from the lands of Dalamut performing some sort of ceremony with a large black tome. However, before she could drive away the cultist herself, a pack of bloodthirsty beasts set upon the man and proceeded to tear him and his book to shreds, consuming every last piece. Stillglade Fane believes the tome the hunter saw to be a copy of the forbidden Necrologos, and is seeking adventurers skilled in the arts of war or magic to locate and slay the beasts in question and retrieve any pages that may remain in their bellies, taking heed that foul creatures may be trapped within the parchment. Let's go. Alright, so these poor creatures have been infected by bad magic. And we need to free them. I know, that pig was gonna stomp me. So we have one Ton Necrologos page. This is more what I expected last time when we were doing that. There's a greedy hoglet. Wow. I'm not sure this other hoglet's going to leave me alone, but that's okay. It is. Smart pig. But not that smart. How are we doing? I know, I thought I heard it materialize again. It's just like a never-ending hoglet, really. This is definitely a pig with a case of indigestion. Poor little thing. You're going to see why in just a minute. Here it comes. And it came before my special effect wore off. Oh no, don't stand there. That is a bad spot to be. Fluffy? Fluffy's okay. No. Because we're right next to the other one. What is it with necromancers in this neck of the woods? Here we go. Necrologos, Olidious Separation. Hit the orange bit, it'll take you into here. We find this one and initiate it. Alright. Now, this is one where we just have to pick up the parchment because it hasn't been eaten, it's just been shredded. Just been shredded, I know, right? Right, we've got all the parchment out of this section. Let's grab this one. Yep, and over here there's 3 bits of parchment. 1, 2, and 3. If you go around the back of the monster, you've got more of a chance of not being eaten more. I mean, not completely guaranteed, but it doesn't seem to have sensors in its butt, so we're good. Page 4, and this is page 5. Back it up because this is a figgy pudding. It makes me laugh every time. 2 and 7 and 2 again and 2 again. Yes, I like that. I'm gonna have to remember that. That is really, really helpful. No, I have 1 more. No, I have 2 more. Alright, let's fly on over this way. Did I pick up 5 instead of 4? I must have done. But as you can see, even when Duty Finder doesn't pop, if you're doing Leves and Fates, you are also able to level up fairly quickly. So initiate that one and confirm. Oh, that's right. We need pollen. Wait, not a Malay. What are you thinking, girl? Right, we've got ourselves 4 large pollen clusters and some treasure. I like treasure. Let's go find ourselves some people that look like poachers and aren't. There we go. Now remember, we got to get up close to drop the pollen on them. Someone shot at me, I think. That's a bit rough. Okay, that curl poacher's fine. Let's go this way. Maybe this one's a monster in disguise. She moved. Don't go anywhere. Boom. Alright, now I still have more pollen left, so let's see if this lady is a poacher, is a monster in disguise. Oh yeah. Wow, we sure can pick them, can't we? There we go. Alright, that's everything I think. So let's go back to our Leve It. So once we turn the 4th one in, we should have also our challenge log done too, which is what we were aiming at. Here we go. Right, that's now registered the 4th one. Oh, now food ran out while we did that. Oh. Okay, let's have a look and see how we're going with our challenge log. I'm 1 short. Maybe I just can't add up. Alright, 1 more. 1 more Battlecraft Leve. We're not doing Lope. Or Raimdelle. Let's do Refugee Raw. At least that way I know I can't mess it up and we know it's not far away. Oh no, not 2. What are you thinking? Brr. We're not doing Lope. I am abandoning that quest. Yes. Right. I know. I just said we're not doing it because it's one of my least favourite formats. It's a challenge, but I don't like it. Refugee Raw. Let's get this one done. We'll initiate it, and then we're going to head on back to Jehantel. Ooh, I've run over time again. I apologise, guys, but let's get this one done. At least we know next episode we will have another quest. Let's go 7 and 2 and 2. Well, that was overkill. Okay, we got no meat off that one. Well, that's just rough. No, Woodwelder sentries are not antelope, and if you slay them, people will get very, very upset with you. And well, deservedly so. Okay, we got 1 bit of meat off that one. Let's go. So we're hunting for food. And again. Now there's 1 more over here. No, there was no meat on that antelope. What is wrong with you, antelopes? Apart from the fact you're full of attitude and don't run away from hunters. Yes. Alright, back to the left, Matt. I know he's just through the gate, I just can't be bothered. Here we go. Can't be bothered running when I can get a free teleport. I don't mind when my atoms are torn apart and put back together. There we go. Challenge complete. Making like a tree. And we leveled up to level 41, so that was why I did it. Rightio. So those bonuses you get for filling your challenge log out really help a lot. Let's go find Jehantel. Wait, what is this? Maybe I can count after all. Belly up. Band of Makote poachers. Do not have the patrol. Okay, seek adventurers. Okay, let's deal with that then, I guess. I know, so close and yet so far. Heavy shot. Sorry, bloodletter. Venomous bite. Heavy shot. No, we did kill that one. Straight shot. Heavy shot. Bloodletter. Heavy shot. Heavy shot. Straight shot. Bloodletter. Don't stab me with that thing. Ah, no, definitely do not stab me with that thing. 3. I know, the auto thingy what's it is not being very sensible. Right, that's done. Duty complete. Let's return to the thingy. Yes. Right. Okay, collect our reward. It's only a little reward, but there we go. We leveled a little bit further. Every little bit counts. Let's go back and see Jehantel. You gain 3,486 plus 400% archer experience points. Hi, Jehantel. Right. So I'm guessing this is our next thing. Bard's Eye View. Jehantel would help you learn yet another melody of the bard. 'Tis good to see you return, Roselore, and more seasoned still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventurer in the spring of hers. 'Tis an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Roselore, would you believe that common bards, too, were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this: what becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they might return to, aye, but most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realm, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so captured the imagination of the people, nary a day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attentions of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another, and over time each song was shorn of verity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. By now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared that the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was that they laboured to gather and safeguard those crystals known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it is past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, are you perchance familiar with the ballad of the vainglorious fool? Now, well as I know you relish listening to my... Oh, whoops. Nay? Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Gridanian lives came to a premature end. Ah, but do forgive me, I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you, elsewise I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of old goats that have but recently lost a kid. The pair has been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of poignant melody. Well, death and a song. But that's going to have to wait till next episode, guys. If you have enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. And if you want me to chase something different, just let me know in the comments. And I will check you later. Take care out there.